yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Hey, hey, hey. All right. And I'm live and direct. Yeah, we got some things to talk about because we here. Yeah, and we live. Big shout out to you pulling up. Who the first one pulling to the stream? I see Faye. I see you do. I see Twisted Cracking. Hey, 5 DIY Junior. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Oh, already? You guys are coming with your opinions already? Already? Which is cool. I'm not against you guys having your opinions getting shot off already. I am with that. I like that. That lets me know you guys are interested in this conversation that we're getting ready to have while playing, some video games since I'm here. You know? I'm with this. I'm with this. So big shout out to Kat Jenkins, Queen Adal, Ninja Jordan, let's see, Ninja Aries, Jordan Torian, Cameron Cruz, Letitia Campbell, Tori Benton, Reezy F Baby, White Marie T, Enigmas Playouts, Serena, Miss Killmonger, Gina Tech, April, Reezy F, DZ the Realist, Gina, Tori goes boom, Adriana, Adriana. Cameron Cruz, Elon Musk is my dad. Man, you guys pulled up. Edge was my favorite. Ooh, Edge is back. A lot of people don't know that. Edge is back wrestling. Edge retired due to a neck injury, and now he's back wrestling. So that's really cool to see. That's really cool to see, actually. Edge had to retire early due to heinous, very, very serious neck injury. So he was gone for some time. And then he returned at the Royal Rumble this year, which was incredible. Everyone who was there was rumors that he'd be back. There were rumors that he got cleared to wrestle again, and everyone was like, "Nah, it's a serious neck injury." And then next thing you know, Royal Rumble happens, and you hear, "You think you know me?" Doom 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 doom. On this day, I see clearly it did that delight. I was in New York shooting a new TV show for the Title streaming platform. It was a video game show, and Royal Rumble was that night. So I got off set. I went home. I went to my hotel, and I turned on the Royal Rumble. And just as I had ordered food, and the food was getting delivered to my door, I open my door to get my food, and I hear that intro song, and I didn't even give a damn about the food anymore. The delivery guy's just standing there like, I got other deliveries to make. God damn it, would you take this food so I can go? And I'm like, yeah, in a second. I can't believe Edge is back. Can you believe Edge is back? I was talking to him like he knew what the hell I was talking about. Yeah, man, I'm a big, big, big wrestling fan, as you guys may know. Royal Rumble, of course. I've been to WrestleManias. I've been to No Mercies. I've been to Hell in the Cells. I've been to Money in the Banks. Money in the Bank pay-per-view is getting ready to come up, actually. Money in the Bank is at May 10th. This morning, I was asked to be a part of a special Zoom meeting that included some WWE superstars and, of course, some celebrities. So I pull up. I click the link when it's my time, and who do I see? I see Ric Flair. I see Dolph Ziggler. I see Sasha Banks. I see Titus O'Neil. I see Dana Brooke. I see Lacey Evans. I saw Rey Mysterio, and we were all on this Zoom meeting together. So it was a lot of fun to be able to see some of my favorite wrestlers, some guys that I'm excited to even connect with on that level. So we did this really cool Zoom meeting. You guys will probably see the video after it's edited and put out. But it was dope. It was really cool to be a part of that moment, man. David Arquette was in there. The guy who's in The Office, who was the new Dwight. Yeah. No. There was a new Jim, and then there was new Dwight, right? The dude who got used by the dude who got used by Mike's old chick. The dude with the glasses. You know what I'm talking about? Damn, what was this? I've watched The Office so many times, but I cannot give you guys what the part I'm talking about, which I think you guys know what I mean. Not Rain. No, not Rain. I've worked with Rain. Me and Rain did Badass together. What is the name of Mike's old girl? The one who had the daughter Astrith or Astrith. Asterd. You know what I'm talking about? Jan. Okay, Jan. Jan Livingston Gould. Jan Livingston, I presume. So Jan. Remember they hook up the new employee with her? And he takes her all around the. She takes him all around the world. He becomes her little plaything. That's who I'm talking about. That was the actor that showed up in the stream. And I was like, holy crap! Couldn't believe it was him. But yeah, we're having a really great discussion right now. You guys got to come by. The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're gonna argue about it in my chat, like right now. So let's talk about it. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. We're having a really great discussion right now. You guys gotta come by. Let me get this out and then we can start this combo. TV / Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Cool. Yo, Cleo, Pat posted a pic of you on roll bounce. He did? Did I really know how to skate? Of course I knew how to really skate. I was one of the few who knew how to skate, to be honest. I told this story before. The person who didn't really know how to skate in the film was Rick Gonzalez, the actor who played Naps. He had never skated before in his life. So when it came down to doing the choreography for the dance moves on skates, it was a tough gig for him, man. And if you remember, there's moves where it was X, it was Bow Wow, Brandon T. Jackson, Marcus Polk, myself, and then Naps. And there was this move that we did where everyone would grab each other and we'd do this huge spin around. And I got dragged to the ground every single time by Rick Gonzalez trying to pull that move off. That's probably why my back is screwed up the way it is. Let's talk about... Put this out. Tweet. All right. So let's jump into this discussion really quick, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Jump into the story mode, though. Continue where we're going. The grave of Avery Henry. The Rock or Stone Cold, two over-the-top amazing characters in the WWF / WWE, right? Incredible. If you ask me off top, I'm just going to stop it right here. I'm going to start with this. They're 1A and 1B. If anything, they are just, they stand shoulder to shoulder on the top of, I feel, my generations of watching wrestling's Mount Rushmore. Of course, you have legends like Ric Flair. Of course, you have legends like Shawn Michaels. Of course, you have legends like Bret Hart, The Undertaker, and all the ones that came before them, man. Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. You know, those are all great guys. Those are all great characters. Those are all great performers and wrestlers.
Look at this place. Welcome to the St. Dismas Dormitory. Let's find a resting place of one Henry Avery.
For sure. You got Triple H. You got a lot of guys. But to me, this is just my opinion. The Rock and Stone Cold solidified the Attitude Era of wrestling. You had a guy like Rock with the eyebrow, the catchphrases, the promos, the 1,000 miles of monkey crap, a baboon's anus, Poo-Tang pie, turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it straight up your candy. His button delivery was crazy. The amount of emotion and the amount of just captivating appeal that this character had, there was nothing like it. There was nothing like this at the time. Okay? He comes out there, like, remember when he first... Okay, so let's look at The Rock's history. So Rock comes into the E, and they have him being the ultimate good guy, Rocky Maivia. And they made it... Okay, Celtic knots... So, hold on. Henry's grave needs to have Celtic knots, skull and crossbones, cross swords, and that's it? Alright, so I'm going to start looking for this thing.
Okay. cross cutlasses, skull and crossbones.
Yeah. We know.
The date 1659.
He comes into the WWE and he's doing the ultimate good guy thing. Rocky Maivia. He's the baby face.
Desecrate some graves.
No, this is not the grave we're
Cool.
looking for.
People don't like it though. People are not digging it. People are not into it. So they gotta switch him up. So they put him on. They put him with the Nation of Domination, which was a faction in the WWE that was kind of like the Black Panthers, kind of. I don't want to. They weren't really the Black Panther, but they tried to get that same militant look from their athletes. Excuse me, their superstars at that time. Hey, big shout out to J-Bot. Thanks for the cheers. So Rocky becomes a thing. The Rock becomes a thing. He's with Farouk. He's with D'Lo Brown, and he's with Farouk, D'Lo Brown, and what's my man's name? He went on to be the Godfather, but I can't remember who he was at the time. I can't remember his other wrestler because he was Papa Shango before that. Anyone remember D'Lo Brown with the neck? Mark Henry, that's right. Big shout out to the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. But man, yeah, Kama. You also Mustafa. Yep, there you go. You guys remember? Okay, cool. What was the weird part about that moment with the Nation of Domination is when they put Owen Hart with him. I was like, why is Owen Hart in the Nation of Domination? This makes no sense. You guys remember that? Owen Hart, Bret Hart's brother, was a part of the Nation of Domination. I was like, I don't get how this works. But anyway, big shout out to D'Lo Brown, man. Yes, D'Lo Brown definitely has the strongest neck in. Okay, what we got down here?
Looks like Rafe's been digging around already.
In WWE history, because he would hit. I can't do it right now. My neck's been stiff ever since our 12-hour stream. But he did that. He'd come out and he'd be like, dun, 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 and he'd get on the turnbuckle with his hands like this. Remember, he always had his fingers like this. Yeah, remember that? His fingers were always like this, and then he would do this. I can't do it. My neck is so stiff since the 12-hour. So yeah, that happens. Rock is starting to grow this. So they start building this tension between The Rock and Farouk, who was the leader of the Nation of Domination. They start building this tension, and they're like, "Oh, this is building up to something." Like, yo, will the Nation of Domination turn their back on Farouk, and will it become the Rock's faction? They do this cool thing, and then it leads up to a WrestleMania match between Rock and Shamrock, Ken Shamrock. So that's cool. Dope. Rock becomes the ultimate heel. He's getting booed. Rocky sucks. But slowly but surely, people start appreciating the character of The Rock. Slowly but surely, people are like, yo, his catchphrases, his mic skills. Like, it's just something about this guy. He's captivating. And which is why later on in his career, he went by, he would say,
Look over here first.
he would say, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. So then it comes time for when it's Rocky. Like, those chants are ridiculous. When Rock's music hit, it was the most amazing pop you had ever heard. From my opinion, but don't worry, I haven't even gotten to Stone Cold yet. But when you would hear Rock's music hit, and you would hear that, I know that hurt. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. I was like, oh crap, right? And Rock would come out, and he'd have the glasses on, and he'd stand there with that very stern, smug look. And you either got to see Rock in two ways. When Rock would walk down to the ring and cut his promos, and he'd look up at the stands, he'd hold for the Rock chants, and then he'd continue his promos, and he just had these buttons that he would say during his promos, dog. I remember seeing how the millions and millions of Rock's fans. I remember seeing the first promo he did when he did it, and then when he got so big, Rock would say, "And the millions," and the crowd would go, "And millions of Rock's fans." So like just that part of the promo made Rock seem so much bigger. It was insane. He could even do it backstage. He didn't have to be out in the arena and do it. If he was backstage getting ready to go out and wrestle, or he was cutting a promo or getting interviewed by one of the correspondents in the locker room, Rock, how do you feel about tonight? Let me tell you how I feel about tonight. The Rock says when he gets in that ring and he gets to beating the living hell out of Ken Shamrock in that ring, then the people around the world will know that the millions and millions and millions of Rock's fans, it was just so freaking good. It'd be the jabronis, all of it was amazing. Team Baller's Life, thanks for the follow. So cool. That's one part.
No swords. Oh, this isn't it.
Sorry, I'm still looking for this damn tombstone. Rock for sure up there. Is this it? Nope. But then let's talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, I can't even really pinpoint why Stone Cold...
Ooh, the swords match. Let's see.
Hold on. Nope. Damn it.
Dates.
Yo, where is this damn tombstone? I can't really pinpoint why the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing worked. I can't. Or why it worked. Other than the timing of it. Because Stone Cold, his feud with Vince McMahon is what made him so amazingly popular. Stone Cold hated his boss. Stone Cold was making it so that if you hated your job and you hated your boss and you were anti-authority, you were doing the thing. Stone Cold was doing to Vince McMahon, his boss, what you wanted to do. If you were a white guy or black guy working, whoever, working for a boss that was just always on your ass and telling you what to do, he wasn't hearing that shit.
You ready for this?
He didn't like that shit. He did what he wanted to do. He flicked who he wanted to flick off. He drank beer. He was lit. But let me tell you something. I've never had the opportunity to hear that pop live. But what I can tell you is, no matter what, when you hear that glass shatter, ladies and gentlemen, and you are in that arena, it is like lightning has legit struck everybody in there. Because when you hear the glass shatter and then you hear the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and he gets to walking down to that ring, it is like no other feeling. Rock is similar. If you smell when that hits, for sure. It's 1A and 1B. But for some odd reason, when that Stone Cold glass shatter hits, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe. I could hear it right now. Like someone right now, like in these headphones, they could just hit and I'd be like, middle fingers up everywhere. Middle fingers to you, chugging the beers. And then, bro, he was always stomping a mud hole in somebody. He was always stunnering somebody. He didn't care if you were the good guy or the bad guy. He didn't care if you were a babyface or a heel. He would just,
fingers crossed.
and then boom, kick, boom, stunner. No matter what. And like even how the Austin 316 thing came to be. Jake the Snake Roberts used to be this wrestler who would have snakes and he would quote Bible scriptures as for his promos. Stone Cold had won the Royal Rumble, and he came back to talk to the commentator about it, and he said, "You talk about your John 3:16." Oh, you won the King of the Ring. Sorry, my bad. He won King of the Ring. He said, "You talk about your Bible scriptures and your John 3:16, where Austin 3:16 says, 'I just whipped your ass.'" And that is all it took. And next thing you know, Austin 3:16 shirts were selling out everywhere. You couldn't get them. Vince McMahon couldn't keep them on the rack. Every arena. And this is before, you could order t-shirts online through, not even online, over the phone. You could order merchandise and stuff like that for sure. But this was before eBay. This was before Amazon. This was before WWE.com where you could get your merch. Vince couldn't keep these shirts. Vince couldn't keep them on the rack. That's how much merch this man Stone Cold was really selling. What did I pick up? Ooh, you found a treasure. So, these two have always been the two, to me, in my opinion. These are the two. The game has changed. The Attitude Era is long gone. It went from the Attitude Era, which most of my generation grew up with.
Gang's all here.
And then we got the Ruthless Aggression Era, which was like mostly John Cena. The very beginning of Randy Orton. The very beginning of Batista. A lot of wrestlers who came and gone by that time. And then we got the PG Era. And now, I don't know what to call this. The Reality Era? Maybe? I'm not sure. Yeah, Brock Lesnar came during the Ruthless Aggression Era for sure. But, man, there wasn't nothing like that Attitude Era. There was nothing like it. The world had never seen anything like that. Television had never seen anything like that. You got Trish Stratus showing up, putting her ass out on camera. The Dudley Boys are putting women through tables. Old ladies are getting 3D'd by the Dudley Boys. It was Jeff Hardy's jumping off a 100-foot ladder. Edge and Christian are literally doing a concerto. 2 chairs swinging at a guy's head. Like, what? It was insane. Hardcore matches, insane. Lita's coming off doing Hurricane Ranas. Who's another crazy one from that era? Molly Holly. The Hurricane. Jesus, Lance Storm. Lance Storm doesn't get respect, but that's fine. But Lance Storm, I'm gonna say his name just cause. You had Lance Storm. You had Mankind. You had Dude Love. You had Mick Foley. Jesus, what an era. Mickey James, Kane. How are we forgetting Kane and the Undertaker? Huh?
Jesus.
Kane.
Dismas on the left.
That's gotta be Kane.
Guest is on the right.
All right, so if you're watching from any other platform, because we've talked about this, I have to bring this up. I'm going to pause this game for a second. We're making some progress in the game. If you're watching from Facebook, if you're watching from YouTube, I need you to come over to twitch.tv/Cleo Thomas because I can't show this video I'm about to show you guys on either of those platforms because it'll get taken down. So come over to twitch.tv/Cleo Thomas. And so you guys can continue this conversation with us. I want to show you guys the best wrestling promo package of all times. I mentioned Shawn Michaels. And Hunter is one of my... Triple H is one of the people where I feel life imitated... Excuse me. Yeah, art imitated life or life imitated art. Either one, either way you put it. He's known as The Game, Triple H. And what that nickname meant to him, it was like he's the cerebral assassin. He's every element of this arena, every element of this ring. He controls all of it. He's always got his hand in something else. He got the whole dirtiest player in the game type of vibe from being Ric Flair's protege. That whole gimmick, cool, dope, for sure. But that was a character. And then for Triple H to go from being buried due to what happened at the Madison Square Garden incident, the last call thing, and he had to get left behind, and he got buried for years and years. And then next thing, over a progressive time, he becomes, in a sense, the next guy to take over the WWE brand. It might be Hunter. It might be Paul Levesque. We don't know. But he is the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control and if you can take it. All right? That's him. Twitch.tv/Cleo Thomas. Pull up right now if you're watching on any of the platforms so I can talk to you guys and show you guys this promo. Come on over. Thank you guys for tuning in really quick. Mwah. Peace, love, and hair grease. Boom.